All right. Well, there was two questions asked. Christina asked about remotivating challengers, and you asked about challenge group ideas. Um, Remotivating challengers. This is kind of a new concept for you, Amanda, because you're just starting out. But I want to just say, for me, what has worked most recently as far as keeping my challengers motivated is really making a clear code of conduct, so to speak, for the challenge groups right up front. I think when you're talking with somebody about their goals and they make that first initial investment of buying a challenge pack, that is their step one of motivation. And motivation has to come from within. And I think you pretty much know from speaking to people, how truly motivated they are. If you have to pull and prod somebody to purchase something, chances are they're not going to be uber motivated in the challenge group. So that's first indicator. But secondly, and I think, weren't you in my 21-day fix group where I had the worksheet? I had
I printed it off.
The what? Yeah, I had the commitment contract. I had the video, the welcome video of what I expected, my expectations, and what I was going to provide as a coach. And I think that's really, really important. And I try to implement that in all of my challenge groups. Is really so right off the bat, from day one, from your welcome, you're saying, pretty much putting it out there, like, as a coach, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z for you. And in return, I expect X, Y, and Z. And I like to give 3 strikes, you're out. And it's not me being a bitch or me being mean. It's me not wasting my time or the time of everybody else in my challenge groups. People are there because they are wanting to change. So from start, you should make like a very clear code of conduct that your challenge group is run as a participation group and not an observation group. That's step one. Step two, give the 3 strikes, you're out. And it's not being mean, it's not being a bitch. It's one time you don't participate, you don't do the check-ins, you don't boost the other members up, you don't participate, you're going to get a message, and I'm going to ask you as your coach, what's up? If there's something going on, then that's fine. But, I'll give you another chance. Second chance, you're still not participating, you're still ignoring everything, I'll message you again and be like, hey, listen, if this is not your thing, we can private message. You give them another option. Okay, maybe it's not, they're private, they're shy, whatever. You give them a second option. Third option, I'm sorry, but maybe it's not your time and I'm exiting you from the challenge group. Because that brings everything down too. If there's 10 people in a challenge group and only 3 people are posting, the people that are posting are looking at these 7 members at the top, like there's 10 members, and they're like, well, why isn't anybody else posting? You know what I mean? So it brings down the whole morale. So worry about the people that are motivated. The ones that aren't motivated, you can't fix that. You can't give them motivation. You can't make them do it. You can try, you can talk to them. That's all you can do. That's my suggestion right from the go, is make it a non-negotiable commitment contract, like 3 strikes, you're out, and love you, but we'll revisit at another time when it's right for you. You don't have to do it in a bitchy way. You just do it in a, now's obviously not a good time for you. When you're ready, I will be here waiting, and contact me when you're ready to participate. That's all. Also, I've had some issues with challengers that are like lifers. They buy the one program and that's it. And they want you to, what are you doing? You have more than one program. You're a coach now.
That was me, though. It was me. I would have stayed at that program forever.
No, but you participated. I'm talking the ones that bought the program and ignore the shit out of me until it's time when I say, oh, I'm having a challenge group. And they're like, oh, me. And then they get in the challenge group and they ignore you. Like, why do you want to be there? Like, you didn't do that, so don't even start. But I have challengers like that. I have people that they're lovely people and I love them dearly, but they bought the 21-day fix when it first came out, like 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, and they haven't bought anything since. So that's why I initiated the graduate group. And from now on, like, you have to graduate. You have to progress. If you're going to do something, you have to progress. If you're going to do a 21-day fix for 2 years, that's great, but do it for 2 years. You know what I mean? Like, participate it, do it, show some progress, you know? And I don't care if you do the same program, but participate and drink Shakeology. Do what you need to do to get your maximum results. You know what I'm saying? So a prerequisite for my graduate group is that you have to be on Shakeology or Performance Line. You just have to. Because my coaching, I have kids, I have a family, I have, you know, obligations. And, you know, coaching, we don't get paid for coaching.
It takes time and you deserve it. You're worth it.
Exactly. And that's what it is in a nutshell, knowing your worth. And this all ties into motivation because, again, you can't motivate somebody. You can't make them motivated. And personally, I've tried incentives within the challenge groups. I've tried, you know, first person to get here, you know, or best transformation. Like, I never actually really tried that, but I've seen other coaches trying that. If you want to try that, then that's fine. I mean, there's tons of different things that you can try. Personally, me, I know when I'm faced with a competition like that, I shut down. It doesn't fuel me. It hinders me. So I don't ever want to oppose that in my personal challenge group. I don't ever want my challengers pitted against each other. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want comparison. I want my challenge groups to be run in a very non-judgmental, easygoing, but progressive flow, so to speak. I like incentives like water challenge, like water drinking challenge, things that are beneficial rather than like goal oriented. So does that even make sense? You know, I don't want to focus on a number because everybody, like, you're getting discouraged because you're not seeing any weight coming off, right? Well, you could be losing inches or whatever. Like, but me, I haven't lost anything really either, you know, but I'm losing inches. Everybody's different though. And then there's some people that aren't losing anything. And I don't want to ever put that in a challenge group like, oh, first person that gets to here in a week gets a bracelet, you know, like I don't like that. So motivating within a challenge group, goal-oriented you know, challenges, I think are great. You know, best photo of your breakfast or brightest who can eat the color of the rainbow, you know, stuff like that to me is more motivating and more fun than just like, okay, whoever has the best transformation, you know. I wrote notes because I get on a tangent. Do you have any questions so far?
Not about that.
Yeah, we'll get to the challenge group ideas too, because I have notes for that too. No, but yeah, I mean, motivating, again, I think as long as you put a very clear objective in the beginning, you know, they have to be self-motivating. You can lead them to the tools that they could use, but you can't make them do it. So, oh, hi, Angela. Hi.
Woo! Angela.
Hi, Angela. Can you hear me?
I was trying to walk her through directions as you were talking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because she checked the link that I tried the first time and it didn't work for her either. So I sent her to the one that I used, but she said it kept coming up that the web page couldn't be accessed.
Oh, sorry. Okay, well, that's all I got for motivation, really.
I
Um,
wanted to add, guess what? Speaking of, Victoria Bell finally started engaging in my free group.
did
Finally.
she? Oh, good. You know what I did? I saw that. She was doing like Jillian Michaels or something,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
Good, good. And she was talking to you though? Like,
Yep.
oh, good, good. Because you know what? I saw a lady today, one of my friends on Facebook. Her name's Kay. I don't know if you've caught her. Okay. Well, I've been friends with her for a while. Long story short, she was messaging her, Victoria.
Victoria was messaging
Well,
her?
no. Kay didn't message her. She commented and showed a picture of her friend, Kay's friend, that did 21 Day Fix, right? And said, oh, you should do this. So I messaged Kay, and I was pretty much like, in a very nice way, I was pretty much like, what are you doing? Like, do you know her? You know, like, she's like, oh, small world. And I'm like, yeah, she's one of my coaches, like best friends or whatever, used to be really, really close. I said, and, you know, she's in our groups right now, pretty much just saying, like, really, come on. But anyway, that's another discussion. I'm
Yeah.
glad she's speaking. I'm glad she's speaking up and, like, you know, feeling more comfortable with you and within the group and stuff. That's awesome because Jillian Michaels is awesome too. I love her.
Well, I guess that her doctor told her she needs to lose weight or she's going to have the gastric surgery.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so she's
Sometimes,
finally realizing it, I think.
yeah, sometimes they make you lose the weight before they even give you the surgery.
Yeah, I mean, because if you don't know how to practice good habits before, it's been proven that you're not going to be able to do it afterwards.
Right. Hi, Angela. Can you hear me yet? Oh, I don't
I
know.
told her she needed headphones.
Oh, I don't have headphones in mine. Do you have headphones in yours?
Phone though.
Oh.
I would technically, I guess I wouldn't have to have headphones, but sometimes it requires it.
Oh.
Like when I use my regular computer.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, it's being recorded anyway, so I think she's having trouble. Poor thing. Um, I don't know if you could message her. We have the challenge. Okay, challenge group ideas. Okay, are you talking about challenge group for your free group?
Yes.
Okay. First, with you were saying how your incentives weren't really flying, like nobody really was into it and didn't really give a crap about like your gift or whatever, your prize. Now, how were you doing that? Were you just saying like first person, like add your people and whoever adds the most people gets this gift card? Is that how you were working it?
Let me see. I'll look really quick. I said something about, because everybody kept telling me that, oh, you inspire me, you inspire me. And I was like, well, I made a comment to somebody. The best thing you can do is refer me to other people that I can help. And absolutely no response at all. She tells me every day how much I inspire her, but anytime I bring up any other people, she shuts down. Let me see.
Because a lot of times, what I'll do is I will kind of, and I know you've seen it, but kind of have a theme and host like a 5-day something.
That's what it was for. I said something about, lots of people have been, hey!
Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Yay!
Hey, everything was recorded before you got on, so you'll be able to hear the rest of it.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
So I said something about how everybody has been asking me how to switch from dieting to clean eating, and I was going to be doing a 5-day free clean eating wellness group. And I said when that starts, and there would be a gift card for whoever added the most people to the group before that date. and another prize for the person most active in the clean eating challenge. And only one person showed any interest, and she added 3 people, but then the people wouldn't accept my friend request, and I had also made that a requirement.
Okay. See, I tried making the Fred request a requirement the last time I did it too, and you'll get some hits that'll accept your friend request and others that completely ignore you. So that's normal. How far out did you start advertising for your clean eating? I honestly like to do it at least, I like to do it, what? Like a week?
2 weeks.
2 weeks? Okay. I mean, when you're first starting out too, and like really learning who your market is and who, is attracted to you and what your demographic is, it's really a matter of hit or miss. I mean, don't take it personally. Maybe the people that, are in your demographic are not into clean eating right now, or maybe they don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Maybe 5-minute meals or 15-minute meals. It's always evolving and changing. And, when all else fails, use your regular wall as a kind of like a survey zone. See what pops on your regular wall, and do it different times of the day. I like to post 8 a.m., between 8 and 9 a.m., around noon and 1, and then in the evening, sometimes around dinner, but most of the time 8 p.m. and later is a really good time to post when you really want a decent response, because think about it. A lot of people are sitting on the couch, they're scrolling Facebook, nothing's really, or the commercial comes on CSI, they're scrolling. That's the perfect prime time to post your invites, post survey questions, get some response. That and lunch hour, people are scrolling, you know what I'm saying? Those key times, try posting questions, and seeing what deems a response, and it doesn't have to be a direct question. I found the more indirect the question sometimes evokes the best response. It could just, say you're thinking you want to do, something with food wise for a 5-day event in your free group. You could simply say, do you like casseroles or meat and potato type dinners? Things like that, you know what I mean? And ask questions and you'll get the opinions. People love to give their 2 cents, or it's so cold out right now, it's totally soup weather. Let's do 5-day soup, wars or whatever, make it fun, make it interesting. And people are going to, they want quick, they want convenient, they want, handy. My demographic is moms, so it's 15-minute meals, boom, something you can whip up and that the kids are going to eat. So try to tone down, I don't want to say tone down the health aspect of it. Still stick with healthy, but try different things. Play around with it. Clean eating may not be your thing right now. And believe me, clean eating, doesn't even really evoke a big response with me. It really doesn't. My biggest groups, my biggest responses have been with crock pots. Seriously.
Well, clean eating sounds terrible. It sounds terrible unless you're used to it. So
it does. It does. It's like clean eating. Oh, what are we going to eat? Clorox wipes, it doesn't really sound fun. So try to zoom it up. Soups are great. Play with it, And then once you find a trigger that people are responding to, then you create a 5-day event, then you post about it, and then once people join your group, you post in the group, whoever adds the most people.
Okay.
Post it in the group rather than, first you want to lure, I can't even say that word, get them in the group. You got to put the breadcrumbs. You got to get them in the group first. And then even if you have 20 people in your group, then within that group, you want those select people in your group to be able to say, okay, guys, this is cool. This is what I'm going to do. You have up until Sunday night till midnight to invite as many friends. And, build it up within your group. Don't put too much out on Facebook. Just get them in and put your direct link. You know how to put your link to your group, right?
Mm-hmm.
And do you know
Yes.
how to change your group setting to like make it personalized?
What do you
No.
mean?
Like, so it's not just a number. If you
No.
go into your,
The little apple?
if you go into your group, like say you named your free group or whatever, and you go into settings, and then it'll give you an option to customize your web address. It'll give you an option to customize.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Let me see.
Yeah, and then when you go, you can type in your name of your group. You can only do this one time. I learned that the hard way because I made mine stupid Fit and Fierce, and I changed the group name. So now when I put my group link, it says Fit and Fierce. You can't change it more than once. But so you can customize it. And then what I do is that way you can just click on the name and copy and paste your link, and your picture will show up underneath your post.
Okay.
Which is cool because,
Should we just make it something simple then, like our coach ID?
No. I mean your free group. What's your free group's name again?
Total Body Project?
Yeah. So if you go into your group settings of Total Body Project and you scroll down where it has the web address, and then it'll say custom.
Yeah, so it's
And then you type in, and you just type in Total Body Project, and it'll give you the www.facebook group/Total Body Project. And that'll be your direct link.
what if I change my name like you did?
Well, then you're screwed. Then you have to keep it as the Total Body Project. But I like the Total Body Project because it can apply to any group name anyway. So it's not like it's some weird, it's not like, you know what I mean? And you could do that with any of your private groups too. I do it with the Hammer and Chisel group. I do it with everything.
I guess I should make sure I spell it right?
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, when you're posting for an invite to your group, your free group, always use the link because it's easy, because that way people don't directly have to message you, like you, and you don't have to add them from there. They can just click the link, and then you can add them from there. And then you can see who requests to join. And then once they request to join, you click add and you message, and that's how you get friends, because you message them immediately and you're, hey, I'm Amanda. I'm the administrator of Total Body Project. Welcome to the group. Thank you for requesting to join. I love to friend request all my members, and I just sent you one. 9 times out of 10, they're going to accept. If they don't, oh well, they have to observe for a little bit, but they're still in your group. They're still on your radar. So do that, and that's when you can initiate kind of like the incentive, once they're in there. You know what I mean? Because the first step is getting them into your group. You know what I mean? That's how I've had the success. And then I had 300 members added from Australia. Angela had 1,000 people added by that one guy.
1,041.
Oh my God.
I'm down to 861. I've weeded out some.
Yeah, sometimes they'll leave when they realize it's not for them or whatever. But anybody have questions? Huh?
It was a guy.
Yeah.
I was off boot cuffs and it was a guy. That was weird.
Yeah, I know.
Did he win?
He won. Oh yeah, he won. Everybody else added 10, but he added 1,041, so I had to give it to him. So next time I'll be more specific on my giveaway.
Do you have any more questions?
When you post in the middle of the day, I can't do that because I'm at work, so you use Hootsuite, right?
I do. Yes.
You don't pay for that.
No. You can have up to 3 Facebook groups on there, and you can also do Instagram now too for free if you're into Instagram, which I'm not, but you can have up to 3 groups that you can post, and you can always, like, I've never had to pay for it because I'll post to my one group, and one of my out of the 3 is my main my free group. So I only use that for 5 days. I schedule out my 5-day event posts, and other than that, I'm always have a group free that I can use. So I haven't had to pay for it.
Sweet.
Yeah, and like I was saying to Christina, I've gotten into the habit on Sundays. I do on my Hootsuite for the week, which has been a lifesaver. I have so much more free time to do content hour or power hour, which is inviting and friend requesting, and content. And then follow-ups I always do at night. So
Awesome.
I'm really getting in the habit of not staring at my phone all day, and when it bings, like watching it. I'm trying. I mean, I've gotten better. I can't say that I'm like completely phone free because, no. I'm like, I'm addicted. I say I'm addicted. It is what it is. But schedules. Definitely sticking to a schedule if you want to keep your sanity in this and still have a life.
Yeah, I have a hard time staying, we call it constant, because I'm really good for 2 or 3 days, but then life gets in the way, and then I miss 4 or 5 days, and I jump back in. So people probably wonder where the hell I went, and then I'm back, and then I leave.
Well, that's why Hootsuite would be perfect for you. Seriously, you take, an hour when you can, or 2 hours if you can, you know what I mean? Or break it up even, and just really think about your content, think about your theme of the week, think about what you want to say, and you just sit down, and I'll have all my tabs up. I'll have Hootsuite, I'll have Pinterest, I'll have Google Drive. I have all 3 of them up, and I'm just content, Pinterest, copy, paste, Hootsuite, and that's how I do it. And it usually I've gotten so much better at it because I know a theme of a direction of where I want to go that
Right.
takes me a half hour, 45 minutes for a whole week's worth of content. So that way I still live check in. I still monitor my groups. If somebody's posting or whatever in my groups, I'm still, engaging with that, but I'm not having to think about content. I'm like living it with them, which has been such a lifesaver because before it was like I was trying to juggle like how to be a coach, how to get my own fitness and really not be like a fake person and not doing my own thing and still trying to be a mom and a wife and all of that, scheduling it all out for the week. Definitely get into the habit of doing that now. Oh, and I wanted to say too, Amanda, Etsy, Wanalo, and of course Amazon. Those 3 things I have on my phone. Wanalo is a big one. They have some like unusual things. It's like kind of like an Etsy type thing. If you go on there, they have a thing where it says trending, and you can go on and they have like the trending things that, whether it's makeup, beanie hats, scarves, all this stuff that's trending, and that's where I find a lot of my ideas for giveaways. I try not to go over $15. With shipping and whatever, it might be 20 tops, but girlfriend's not rich, so I'm not paying like, I did give away Hammer and Chisel. I did give away, and you know what? I kind of kicked myself in the ass doing it. I was hoping for a bigger response, but at least it went to, and I legit did a real name pull. And fortunately, my friend won it down the road from me, thank God.
Yay.
I know. And she's actually using it. And she was the one, she added quite a few people to my group. So I was really, really happy. Nicole, God bless her, she added like freaking Beachbody coaches and everything to my group.
Oh, no.
I know. I was like, I messaged her. I was like, dude, how many coaches did you add to my group? They were all like Crystal, the sisters, Crystal and Chelsea, I think her name is, like the two sisters. She was on their team before, and they were like all these coaches. And I'm like, dude.
No.
I'm like defeating the purpose.
I think it's funny that she asked either me or you to hold her accountable to eat her vegetables.
I know. I almost messaged you and been like, girlfriend, don't even go there. Like, don't even get yourself wrapped up. Like, I really think she's sweet. She really is sweet, but she's so lonely. She just needs somebody. It's like, really, you're a mom, you're a grown woman, eat your fucking vegetables. Excuse my language.
I told her, here is it.
I know. This is totally being recorded, and I just cussed. It's all right.
That's all right. You're being real, Linda. You're being real. It's okay.
Being real.
That's right.
I wanted to ask you, if when you schedule your post, if you schedule like an article, if you post a link, will it come up for the article on Facebook? Because I haven't tried it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep, the article comes up. The only thing that's hard if you're posting visuals is, well, you have to like save you can even post visuals too, will come up. Some people have trouble with that, but I haven't had any trouble with that. You just, save the visual to your computer, and then it gives you an option to add a link or add a photo. So yeah, fool around with it. It's fairly convenient in my opinion.
Are you using that on your main Facebook page or in your group or both?
What, Hootsuite?
Yeah.
No, just in my groups.
Just in your groups?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have it for my Fit Graduate group and my Hammer and Chisel group. That's it that I use. And my regular wellness group, the Balanced Fitness.
Okay.
No, I'm all live in my real Facebook group, or my Facebook wall.
Well, you're trying to attract people. I'm at work most of the time, but maybe if I scheduled something in the middle of the day to like attract a certain.
Yeah.
That's what I did yesterday. You got to see my post. What did you think of them, Linda?
You scheduled them?
Yeah, I scheduled two. The one about I can't, but I'm doing it anyway, and then the invite that I posted last night.
Oh, I thought you did them live.
Nope, they were both.
I didn't even notice the little link thing. No, that was great. That was good.
Can you hear my dog?
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's fine. Is there any more questions? Because my timer's going to go off soon.
No, maybe next time I'll get on time.
All right.
I don't know. It never wants to work. I don't know why.
All right.
I'll start practicing half an hour before.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why. It always like messes up when I try to put the link up there.
Yeah, the first time it never worked.
I know.
I tried on my phone and my iPad. I was switching back and forth between the two. Thanks for your help, Amanda.
You're welcome.
No problem.
All right, guys.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.